Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock Top 10s, where it's a countdown of the top 10 worst supernatural horror movies. Now, a lot of these top 10 lists are really fun to do, but a lot of them can be a real challenge to try and put through or put together certain top 10s in a list. When it comes to the subject matter, it's really not all that easy to try to figure out. It's like, what should I put in here? Some are kind of easy. This one was a real challenge, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. So let's get things going and rolling with the top 10 worst supernatural horror movies. And again, it's just personal picks, personal choice. So, and if there are some movies I might have left out of here, leave me a comment below and let me know what you think I might have left out of here, or if you agree or disagree. Love to hear from you guys, but let's see what's in the old cracker box. At number 10, it's Something Wicked This Way Comes. I remember seeing this movie when I was a kid in school. Actually, in school. They actually showed us this movie in school when I was in about, I think, the third grade, and I remember this movie really seriously freaking me out, but unfortunately, the bad thing about this movie was it was released through Disney, the Walt Disney Studios, so that's kind of messed up. Number 9 is Insidious, a movie I found to be very predictable, and the jump scares to be way too many, and I really just did not enjoy this movie all that much. Number 8 is Kill Katie Malone, Superman, Dean Cain. Almost said Dean Koontz. I can't remember him being in this movie that much, but it's a movie about a guy who buys a box online and it contains an evil spirit with some of the most ridiculous kills you may ever see in your life. Number 7, The Refrigerator. This one is one of the goofiest horror movies I've seen in my life, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Number 6, The Horror Show, also known as House 3. And it's pretty much a big-time ripoff of Shocker. That's all I can tell you about it. Number 5 is Death of a Ghost Hunter. I'm not a big supernatural horror movie fan, but this one really made me want even less. Number 4 is Jolly Roger. Massacre at Cutter's Cove. This one was pretty bad. Pirate comes back from the grave to get his gold. It's almost like Leprechaun, but far less entertaining. Number 3 is Return to House on Haunted Hill. Killer Nerd 75. What were you thinking? Number 2, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Probably the worst in the entire series, although saying that to be a topper for part 2 is something else. But my number 1 pick for the worst supernatural horror movie is Boogeyman 2, requested by Rom's Reviews with Lauren G. And oh man, this one had it all. Flying tools, death by electric toothbrush and shaving cream and all kinds of crap. So there you guys have it. My picks for the top 10 worst supernatural horror movies. And like I said at the beginning, if there's some you thought I might have left out of here, put it in the comment. If you want to, put it in the comments below. Or of course, let me know if there were any in this list that I might have left out. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that didn't exactly give you the willies, maybe the wallies, but not the willies, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Now, of course, there's still the big top 10 worst horror movie remakes. I'm still getting some requests for that one, but hey, if you guys want to keep sending in your picks for the worst horror movie remakes, if it was remade from a few years ago, several years ago, and recently remade or remade at any particular time, and you hated it, not just critics, I mean you personally hated the remake, send it my way and I'll put it in the list. getting some really good picks, though. I gotta admit, some are kind of surprising. But yeah. And if you sent in some before, but you want to send in some more, please do so. Any amount of picks you guys want to send in, always, always, always much appreciated. Well, gang, that's going to do it for this top 10 worst supernatural horror movies. Remember, these are only personal picks. You can always agree or disagree in the comments below. Always love to hear your comment. We'll read your comments. Oh my god, with all these ghosts floating around here, it's almost like I can hear the comments right now. Terrible joke, I know. I'm sorry about that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, again, this was a tough list to get through, but it was a lot of fun too. I mean, trying to figure out the definition of what a supernatural horror movie is. They had all kinds of definitions. They said witches, ghosts, goblins. Even had one in there, even one in the list that actually was about a serial killer. He wasn't dead. He just. I thought to myself, I don't know if you can qualify that as a supernatural horror movie, but all right. But there you guys have it. Top 10 worst supernatural horror movies. And if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie. That, yeah, like I said, it really didn't do much to you. It just made you feel like you wasted your entire time on it. Send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you so very, very much for watching. And until next time, for Doc Schlock Top 10s, as always, stay strong and rock on. You know, when I look at this picture, it kind of reminds me of wanting to just go into the kitchen and get a big old bowl of blueberry. Do they even sell blueberry anymore? Does anybody know? I always liked blueberry, though. But Count Chocula was the best. Frankenberry was pretty good, too, but I didn't ever want to eat Frankenberry, you know. Thought it'd make me just walk around going... Just saying.